Pros bring a little extra to everything they do. So do we. It's called Pro Extra, the Home Depot's loyalty program built just for pros. Members earn perks just for shopping, like Pro Extra dollars or tool rental credit, plus other great benefits that save time and money. With Pro Extra, the more you spend, the more you earn. Get $20 off your next purchase of $200 or more just for signing up. Pro Extra, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Sign up on the Home Depot mobile app.
There's Father's Day, and then there's Father's Day at Lowe's, where Dad can experience it all, like a Craftsman 224-piece MExit for $129, and a Blackstone griddle starter kit including cover and accessories for $198. So this year, let Dad loose at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, Craftsman tool set and Blackstone griddle starter kit offer available 6/10 through 6/23, U.S. only.
This is my $100,000 product. You're gonna get all that information. It's not a joke. Our Chief Technical Officer, Ken, has seen the script. He's seen the script as he was building out some stuff for it. It is extensive, it is long, it's a lot. It is a lot, okay? It is a lot, and then even in the editing process, it will be a lot. Who are note takers? Let me identify my note takers. They're going to take some serious notes. Who is that? All right. Pam Norris is going to take notes. You're going to take notes. Outstanding. Pam Norris, do you take notes with pen and pad, or do you take notes digitally? Old school pen and pad, which is the most effective way. Good job. The brain forces you to memorize more when you literally connect the dots that way. I need your notes to be digital, please, because we will put out the notes with the final product. Okay.
I will share it at the end of the day.
Outstanding. So, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And we can share it with all the VIPs too. That works. We can do that. That's good. We'll have other people join us as church still has priority. And we won't bother nobody about that. Yes? Okay, good. I want to tell you what this is about, but I'm going to just go. Okay, I'm going to just go and let you figure it out along the way. It will have its cohesion because that's the only way I know how to think in my brain. The whole goal is to retire in 180 days or less. Okay, that's the whole goal. Retire 180. That being said, every last one of my conferences, I like to start off with a Q&A. The reason I like to start off with a Q&A is because you're going to say something that's not in my script. Okay, you know, let's be vocal. And we chose Zoom or a video conference for you all, so you didn't have to type a question. You can get it real time. Is that fair enough? Outstanding. So here's your Q&A. I'm going to guide your Q&A. How can I retire in 180 days? What you should be thinking now that all of you are high performers and you're in different places. So you would either already be retired. So now you're saying, well, how do I double my retirement then? You get it? Like, how can I retire from retirement? Because you do know if you're retired and you have your retirement income that comes in, you've kind of made that income a job. It has become your security. You get it? Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you want to be thinking, okay, then since that's my income, how can I retire from my income? You get it? You want to be thinking that. So if you're getting $6,000 a month in retirement, you should be saying, well, how can I get another $6,000 a month in retirement on top of that in 180 days? You get it? So this is for, I can't miss you here. I can't miss you. Or you're like Ken here and you have a master's in cybersecurity and you run a whole company and another company and then that company, and they're never going to promote you to vice president because that's not the way it works at all. They're just going to give them a food's table and some cool gift card to Applebee's or something and say thank you.
Stickers too. Don't forget
Stickers too. Stickers too. So he wants to supplement his income and then replace it. But what Ken should be thinking is, how do I get to 3 times more my income? Is what you should be thinking. Okay. And the reason why is because you want to. Law said PF Chang's. The reason why you want to get 3 times because you want to match your income. Now it's even. Now you can technically walk away from your job, but taxes, and your wife is going to be like, wait a minute, we need a little more. Right? It's always that wife factor that keeps you in check.
You linked up with Antonio.
Yes, yes. Okay. So we want to pad it a little bit. Okay, we want to actually change your lifestyle. Or maybe you work for me literally and all of your income comes from me. You're trying to now figure out, how can I make more income come from Antonio while having other income that Antonio's not responsible for, but he invests in. You get it? So no matter where you are, this class hits you. Now that I've explained that to you, ask me questions on how you get it done in 180 days. We'll start there. This is section 1. Do me a favor. Let me. It'll be far easier for me to title these as I'm going. So we're gonna go opening Q&A, part 1. That'll be far better. All right, you had a question. Oh, who raised a hand?
I did.
Oh, that was you that raised your hand. Okay, go ahead. Oh, well, type first. She's typing.
Okay.
All right, now you're going ahead. Yeah, unmute your mic and stuff and ask here too. And then do me a favor, try to ask loud enough for all the cameras, all the audiences.
Yes, sir.
My father just retired. And while he has a couple of commas in his retirement, he is limited to this much each month. How can I teach him how to double his retirement so that way he's not, because even though he had so much after retirement, what he gets monthly is like literally almost less than half of what he was actually bringing in each month. So how can I teach him how to double his retirement that he gets each month?
That's a fantastic question. Can I get you to come over here and move this mic to my lapel? Because this mic keeps hitting this mic. Yeah, thank you, Ken.
This one here?
No, move this one to the lapel. Whichever lapel works. There you go. Appreciate you. All right. See how easy that was? It's just easy for him. You're going to have some difficulty there. You're going to have difficulty for a few reasons. For one, if your dad is retired, then your dad is a baby boomer. Okay? Nothing wrong with baby boomers. You just have a different mindset. And your dad has earned the right not to take any risk. let's just call a spade a spade. To get his mindset for a second.
He's taking all his risk, young daughter. I'm not going to do that, right? He himself said, I played the game already, is what he is thinking, and he rightfully so should be thinking that. Now, when you clash the two mindsets together of, I was supposed to retire at this age, this is how things work, versus, but hey, in order to double it, you got to take risk, he's automatically going to get frustrated. This is cognitive dissonance. You put two competing ideas in one brain, the biological response for that is frustration. So that's most of your difficulty is going to be in frustration. So your real question is, how do I get past the frustration just to even have a conversation and then make him feel safe enough to get rid of his security? All these are terrible buzzwords to your dad right now, okay? And let go of his money in hopes that some investment he barely understands gives him money back. But he might lose it because he's been losing his whole life, except for that retirement. Go ahead.
I do want to add one piece of information into that. He does invest in the stock market.
That actually helps out
A tremendous bit. All right. Now, he needs to get out of the stock market now, right? So let me give you all his steps in order. And if you're in this category, then all of this is for you. Or if you have a mom or something, whatever, right? All it's for you. For one, he needs to get out the stock market. He is, and I'm saying this as of this recording, this is, what is it, September 1st, 2019. It has not been another recession, but it's coming. He needs to get out of the stock market. But also at 65 in the stock market, that's not the best investment for him to double his retirement because it is risky. I got stocks. At one point, 90% of my wealth was in stocks. I'm not against stock. But now he needs to go into real estate. That's a far sure bet for him at 65 years old. And if he has, and I quote you, a couple of commas in his retirement is what she said, he can afford a 4-unit apartment complex.
But that's the issue.
Okay, so you said that's all right. The law said yes.
So what's the issue? Let's hear it on the mic.
They have limited what he can get, and if he gets any more than what he's automatically set to get, they penalize him.
They're going to penalize him at 20%, or depending on how let's just say 20. Let's just do 20% because that's the worst case scenario. It doesn't matter. Step one, get out of stocks.
Got it.
Step two, educate himself on real estate because real estate is really his only option. Real estate or business. He needs to invest in real estate or invest in someone's business. Okay. Now, if he's going to invest in a business, we'll push him back to stocks in some cases, but it needs to be a surefire business. Like
Mine.
no, well, yeah, like yours, yeah. But in this case, I meant Uber in the first round of investment or something like that, right? Something like that. Now, this is a fantastic question because it has so many different nuances that we need to approach. And the 400 in Texas, your dad's in Texas, a 4-unit apartment complex. I would prefer he do more, but let's just say 4 units because I'm trying to keep him not freaking out about putting $200,000 down on something, right? I'm trying to tell him to do that. A 4-unit apartment complex in the state of Texas would run you, depending on the area, on average though, a $150,000 loan. That'd be a mortgage loan, different than a car loan, right? Mortgage loan. And that would force he owns his home right now, right?
In the process of paying off.
But he bought it under his personal credit. So he can't use first-time home buyer, 3% down or something like that. So they'll charge anywhere between 10 to 20%. 10% of $150,000 is $15,000. Double that, that's $30,000 is what he needs. Okay? So what he's going to do is find an investment that allows him to get his money back as fast as possible. Inside of the getting his money back as fast as possible, you got a couple of options. Right now, I no longer like this 4-unit apartment complex whatsoever. Okay, it's going to take too long for him to make his money back the way I would like him to make it. But there's a way for him to make his money back with the 4-unit apartment complex scenario. It's just not the way I would prefer, but it is the way to leverage the system. Step one inside of, forget all them steps. This is the step one and to do what you're going to do with the real estate. Okay. Step one, find out what down payment we need to secure this 4-unit apartment complex. We're going to assume it's $30,000. Now, step two, convince your dad do not pay it off. The older generation loves to pay stuff off. Stop paying stuff off. Okay, stop it. It's the trap of staying in the middle class. Paying things off early forces you to stay in the middle class. I know that it's totally paradoxical. I get it.
Are you itching to get back to what you love? Me too. I can't wait
to go to St. Lucia, sit on the beach, listen to the waves crash, and just relax and enjoy my time. And I want to make sure that the next time I head to the airport, my experience is fast, safe, and easy as possible. And that's why I'm excited to talk about Clear today. See, Clear is a secure identity platform that creates frictionless journeys at airports and beyond. Move faster through airport security and feel confident returning to who, where, and what you love. With Clear, all you need is you. After a quick one-time enrollment with your government-issued ID, you can use just your face or eyes for safer, touchless entry at airports, stadiums, and more. Clear members can add up to 3 friends or family members to their account for a discounted rate. And even better, kids under 18 can tag along for free. See, the very first time that I used Clear, I will admit, I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but the process was wonderful. The attendant who helped me was so kind. It was smooth, it was stressless, and I got to move as quickly as I needed to so I can get to my flight. Because, traveling business, you definitely don't want to miss your flight. And with Clear, I was able to make it on time. I had time to sit down and relax and prepare my mind and even read a book before getting on my plane. Clear is the absolute best way to help you get back to what you love. They have locations in over 35 airports across the country, making it safer, easier, and faster to reunite with loved ones and take that much needed vacation. It works great with PreCheck too. And right now, for a limited time, you can get your first 2 months of Clear for free. Go to clearme.com/success and use code SUCCESS. That's CLEARME.com/success. And make sure you use the code SUCCESS for your first 2 months of Clear for free. clearme.com/success. Use the code SUCCESS.
It is reverse what makes sense. But when you take your money and pay it off, you've killed your soldiers and we're going to recruit more soldiers. Your money did not get pregnant and have babies. You said, here, bank, abort my money. You get it? This is bad news. After he figure out what he's going to pay, what he's going to do next is we'll pay it. All right. So step 3, pay just the down payment. At this point, he is going to force every last one of his bills to those 4 units. Okay? Every last one of those bills will be responsible by those 4 tenants. Your dad is going to be tempted to do all the work himself. Whatever step I'm on now, tell your dad, do not do it yourself. How many of you know someone over the age of 45 that says if you want something done right, you need to do it yourself? That was a staple. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I do have to give my dad credit there. He will pay someone to do it before he'll do it.
Good, because
Hiring a property manager in this case to give away 10% of money is actually going to keep those 4 units always booked, right? That way this money is always flowing. The moment you forget to cut the grass, then it's over. Yeah, go ahead.
So on that,
Pros bring a little extra to everything they do. So do we. It's called Pro Extra, the Home Depot's loyalty program built just for pros. Members earn perks just for shopping, like Pro Extra dollars or a tool rental credit, plus other great benefits that save time and money. With Pro Extra, the more you spend, the more you earn. Get $20 off your next purchase of $200 or more just for signing up. Pro Extra, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Sign up on the Home Depot mobile app.
Lowe's summer savings event is going on now. Save $70 on the Bosch Freak 18-volt impact driver kit. Half wrench, half driver, all impact. Quickly change from sockets to bits with no adapter. The kit includes the Freak, an 18-volt battery, carrying bag, and impact tough socket and drill driver sets. With savings this good, it's the perfect time to treat yourself. Shop in-store or online and pick up curbside. Lowe's, the new home for pros. While supplies last, U.S. only.
So my question is related to what Antonio just said about the 10% for a property manager. Are you giving away equity, or are you just giving a percentage of profits of the
Percentage of
units?
profits.
Okay.
Yep. So that's a fantastic question. Just a percentage of profits. They would get 10% of all the rent collected. Okay. Now you can work out more with them, but that is traditionally what is accepted and what is fantastic. And they don't mind, because if you got a 300 unit apartment complex, right, now we're talking about some serious dough. And I've seen property managers be property managers, or I've seen them be real estate agents. Right? Keller Williams or something to do that. Now, what was the last thing I said? I said, don't do it yourself.
Don't do it yourself.
Don't do it yourself, because here's what he's going to do. He's going to pay that down, and any fee, like, sir, you can't get $30,000 without paying a fee. Okay, give me my money. Well, this is going to cost you, it's going to cost you $32,550. Is about what that fee would be. I'm not wasting $2,250. You're not wasting it. You're going to pass that off to those 4 renters. Okay? The next step, when your dad has a fee, he's going to divide that fee by 4, or however many. He's going to divide that fee by the units of apartments he's renting, the doors. He's going to divide it by the doors. That's the best way to write that down. He's going to divide the fee he had to pay by the doors. Okay? Pay attention. Let's just stick with $2,500 fee, 4 doors. Who wants to do some math for me? If
2,500 fee divided
yeah, by the 4 doors. I mean, if it was 2,000 divided by 4, then you would have said, I have no mathematicians in here.
625.
625 is what that is. But what he's going to do now is he's going to say, it's a $625 deposit. See what I just did? It's a $625 deposit to get in here. Now the deposits pays back his fees. You get it? That's one scenario. Let's give you a scenario if they're already in and you can't do the $625 deposit. Not a problem. Your rent is going up, because that's what the rent does. It goes up. It's going to go up $50. All right, $50. Not an issue. 50 times 4 is 200, and then over the course of a year, they've paid back his fee again, just for going up on the rent. You get it? It's automatic, no matter what. Because the alternative here is, I'm not going to pay the fee. I'm going to stay in my pride. I will not do that. And now he doesn't have it for you in the apartment complex. The goal, and write this down, everyone. You heard me say it before, but I'm going to keep telling it to you until it just becomes your belief system. Have no debt that other people are not paying for. Every time you have to acquire or collect a debt, you need to pass it off to someone else. Okay, because somebody's doing that to you. Okay, every time. Every time.
I'm gonna get my notes.
Okay. Every time.
And I'm relying on hers.
And we rely on hers too. Good. Yes. So if you want to just absorb the information and rely on Deanna's notes, you're more than welcome. That's why she's taking them digitally. We'll pass them all off to you. So that's just fine as well. But are you starting to see this concept unfold? I know I'm taking a long time with this answer, but the more I take with it, the more I'm answering other questions that you may have. Go ahead.
So it's more of a statement.
Use yours, Dan. Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So more of a statement. What Antonio was just saying about splitting anything above, basically making law pay stuff. But splitting things amongst people, that's something he mentions about using other people's energy. So I just want to throw that in there. So yeah, not a question, just a comment.
Now you took it to a whole nother level, because not only should you be using other people's money, you should also be using other people's energy. That's the whole point of me creating a multi-level marketing company. Hey, let's overpay 40,000 people, give them my money, and they return me their energy, and they go get more people, right? That's the whole point. That was the whole point. Other people's energy, other people's money will put you into the wealthy, okay? It will. Do that. That thing was an engineer or worked with engineers for how many years? 43 years. There was a guy like me saying, Bastine, thank you for your 43 years of service. I paid you well, too. I did good. I paid your friends well, too. You know what? I paid all y'all well. Thank y'all very much for making sure I didn't have to go out there. That's basically what happened. You understand? And then I would say, but I'm here with you, all right? I get the foxhole with you, right? And I would actually go out there, smell like perfume, get dirty. Oh my God, that is a great boss, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's not my energy. It is your energy. My energy came in building the system. You know, if you want to get to the wealthy. A few more things. So we're discussing that we're going to pass off the debt to your father. To your father's debt to his renters. Real estate would be the safest bet because he understands that real estate is a safe bet. Everybody gets that. Also, when a recession hits, the only thing going up is rent. I guarantee you that. So now, when everyone else is stressing, he will not be. Right? It pleases the baby boomer side of, I ain't taking no more risks. He don't have to. He's worked 43 years. At no point should Bastine be taking risks. You know what I'm saying? Not silly risk. And when he spends money, he should get 4 or 5 times the value of what you're spending. You let me get old. I'm going to be ornery. I'm just telling you right now, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to sit out on my porch and talk about you young folk all day. That's what I'm going to do. All day I'm going to talk about you young folk and how y'all got it twisted and crazy, right? That's all I'm going to do, right? And I want my money. I want my money to work for me. I earned that right. You get it? I earned that right. That's what I want to do. I think that's a pretty good, solid basis for you to have your dad do that good stuff. Is that fair? All right, let's see if we can get another question. I'm going to do it on the beach. Law said he gonna talk about young folk barefoot on the beach. Any other Q&A type questions for your benefit? All right, go ahead.
So we kind of talked about baby boomers and her father and the retirement, that sort of stuff. So what about someone that's in corporate America right now? Maybe they're 20, let's just say late 20s, early 30s. They've worked a while. They've worked a couple different jobs, done the 401k stuff, which I don't do because I'm smarter than that. But they've done the 401k. But now they're like, you know what? When I look at the numbers, every year my stock goes down, it fluctuates, and I don't really like my boss. I hate my boss. How do I do this? You talk about doubling or tripling, but what are like some of the steps that I do? It's great to get motivated, but nobody really, people get motivated all the time, but they don't actually do anything. So like what are things that like I can actually do? If I'm somebody in corporate America right now trying to get out or even just trying to build up, some secondary income, what can I do?
I'm not sure if you already know this, but you're already absolutely perfect. You're already absolutely great, and you're already living in massive abundance. The most important things that you have is not what you have, it's not what you do, it's what you know. Because the people who do know what you need to know to leave the middle class, they're in the top 1%, and they control 96% of the world's income. 97% of this world is trading time for money, and that is not the way to become rich, it's not the way to become wealthy, and it is absolutely not the way to leave the middle class. There are 7.8 billion people in the world right now, and they all want to learn how to make money and how to leave the middle class. But the way to become a master at anything is to learn all the rules and then bend them to your favor. Right now in this world, there are 2,057 billionaires. Right now. So if you think becoming a billionaire is impossible, that's 2,057 people that have already proved that impossibility incorrect. And if you think that's crazy, there are 46.8 million millionaires in the world, worldwide right now. Now think about that. 46.8 million millionaires, and that number grows 1,730 millionaires every single day. Money is everywhere. You don't need to max out your credit cards. You don't need to borrow from granddad and grandma. Just look behind me. Look at all the wealth sitting behind me in this junkyard. It's insane how much money is everywhere, and you don't need to go out there and beg, borrow, and steal to get it. You just need to know the rules of making money and how to leave the middle class. Essentially, all you need to know is the algorithm of making money, the rules of making money. All you need to know is what to do and how to do it, and you can leave the middle class. Any industry, yoga, golf, underwater basket weaving, clipping fingernails, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is know how to do it, how to get it done, and then find somebody to teach you how to do it, how to get it done, and you will be able to leave the middle class. If you're not getting my point, it's real simple. Whatever you have up here, as long as you understand the rules of leaving the middle class, as long as you understand how to get money, you can take what's up here and get wealthy from what you already have. Right now, the very thing you know up here is already being searched 1,000 times a second on Google. Someone right now, actually 1,730 people right now are going to become a millionaire from the stuff that you have in your head. Why can't this be you? I mean, it's 1,730 people with your ideas that are no better than you, that are going to leave the middle class, become a millionaire. Why are you not next? So how do we do this? How do we take what you know and apply it to objective money-making secrets and then allow you to leave the middle class? How do we take you from where you are and let you escape to where you want to go? So how do we make all this money, or take all this knowledge from the Warren Buffetts, from the Elon Musk? How do we take everything that everyone before you has done, and how do we take all of that and then put it in your head so you can leave a legacy for your family? My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. 32 years ago, I lived in a trash can. That's right, from 6 to 14, I had no running water, no electricity, no anything, and somehow I'm in the top 1% today. Not because I had the right background, not because I had a silver spoon in my mouth, simply because being homeless made me learn how to make money. I retired when I was 29 years old. I'm more than likely younger than you. I'm one of the top 1% income earners in one of the richest countries in the world. What I learned how to do when I was 6 years old was learn how to generate enough money to eat some cookies so I wouldn't die to death from starvation. From there, I learned how to go from cookies to a meal. From a meal to clothes to shelter to everything else that supplied my necessary needs. When I was 6, I was forced to learn how to make money, and now that's what I'm going to do and help you do. I've seen amazing results. I have my own economy. I've homeschooled my own children, and I wrote a book that teaches you every single thing that I know about making money, every single thing that other people know about making money, and most importantly, all the stuff that we don't tell you. Because the truth is, and you know it like I know it, the most honest, the most hardworking, unselfish people on planet Earth live in the middle class. Yet, your honesty, your unselfishness, your devout religion-going self is not enough to get to the top 1%, and that's not fair. The second half of my life has been not about how much money I make, but how I will be remembered from all the money that I have made. And I've been trying to teach everybody how to get out the middle class. I'm the crazy guy famous on the internet for trying to create 100,000 millionaires. I've created 8 so far. I got a 9th one on the way, all the way from India. That's pretty cool. And what I want to tell you is something very simple. It's been hard. It's been absolutely hard to help people leave the middle class, not because of the people, because the system would rather keep you being someone else's money instead of you having your own economy and having the money come find and flow to you. It was frustrating because I knew that anybody can make money. And if you knew what I knew, you would change your life. Over the last few years, I've built a large following of over 500,000 people every month that pay me for me to give them advice. Well, that's been exciting for me. And the cool thing is I've created thousands of six-figure earners. I've created millionaires. I've created people who can live their dreams and hold on to their legacies. And now my eyes are on you to create you to what you need to be great. I have been teaching my principles and these principles to hundreds of thousands of people around the world, every country, all continents, and anyone who has taken them seriously, written them down, and applied them have a 100% success rate of leaving the middle class. I've taught these secrets to my following and my inner network, and I've watched them go from 4 figures to 5 figures, 5 figures to 6 figures, 7 figures, all the way to 8. Everything that I've ever learned from millionaire mentors, billionaire mentors, and everything I learned from being homeless, and everything that got me into the top 1%, I have placed inside of a book. To date, it is the longest book that I've ever written, the most best book that I've ever written, and that book is called The Richest Man and the Trash Can, and I'm offering it to you today for free. This book is going to show you how to become wealthy into the top 1% and leave the middle class. This book is going to give you a step-by-step plan if you're 30 years old, all the way to 70 years old, how to get into the top 1%. If you're a teenager, how to get to the top 1%. If you're a millennial, how to get to the top 1%. It's going to teach you how to make 6 figures immediately, teach you how to get to $1 million immediately, and all that good stuff. Plus, I'm going to give you the 36 objective laws of leaving the middle class. Plus, I'm going to give you every last one of my secrets that have made me rich. You have to understand that leaving the middle class is the most important fight that you're going to have in your life. To be honest with you, and you can kind of relate to this, it almost takes $450,000 a year just to be broke in America. And that's just in America. If you don't leave the middle class, which is actually an illusion, then you are going to have a really hard time. Think about it for a second. Most of you going to be watching this are going to be baby boomers, and you've been sold a bad check. They lied to you. Your retirement was not enough for you to live comfortable, and I'm going to give you this book for free so you can figure out how to triple your retirement and then quadruple your retirement, and then as Grant Cardone would say, 10x your retirement so you can live the life that's worthy of you. I want you to remember that leaving the middle class is the most important battle that you could ever face in your entire life, especially for your family. So consider this video, this book, your friendly tap on the shoulder. I want to send you a free copy of this book because I believe that abundance is your birthright. I believe that abundance is freedom, and I believe that this book is right for you. In fact, I believe in that so much that I will send you the book for free. All you have to do is cover the cost of shipping. I'll eat the cost. I'll take the loss. And all you have to do is get the book and dominate your reality right now and apply the principles so you can be the best person for your life that is yours. Fill out the form sitting right there to the right. Go ahead, dominate your reality. I can't wait to send you my book. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to have you as someone that's been on the journey with me. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate.
Pros bring a little extra to everything they do. So do we. It's called Pro Extra, the Home Depot's loyalty program built just for pros. Members earn perks just for shopping, like Pro Extra dollars or a tool rental credit, plus other great benefits that save time and money. With Pro Extra, the more you spend, the more you earn. Get $20 off your next purchase of $200 or more just for signing up. Pro Extra, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Sign up on the Home Depot mobile app.
Lowe's Summer Savings Event is going on now. Save $70 on the Bosch Freak 18-volt impact driver kit. Half wrench, half driver, all impact. Quickly change from sockets to bits with no adapter. The kit includes the Freak, an 18-volt battery, carrying bag, and impact tough socket and drill driver sets. With savings this good, it's the perfect time to treat yourself. Shop in-store or online and pick up curbside. Lowe's, the new home for pros. While supplies last, U.S. only.